Israel is preparing to launch a large-scale offensive to completely defeat the Hamas movement and fully occupy the Gaza Strip. The Israeli Defense Forces renewed its operations in Gaza on March 18th, shattering a ceasefire and prisoner exchange agreement that was brokered by the United States, Egypt, and Qatar last January. On May 4th, the IDF sent out tens of thousands of call-up orders to reservists in preparations for an expanded offensive in Gaza. The very same day, 2 Israeli soldiers were killed and 2 were wounded in an explosion in a booby-trapped tunnel shaft in the area of Rafah in the southern part of the Strip. Israeli defense officials revealed on May 5th that the offensive, codenamed Operation Gideon's Chariots, will be launched if Hamas refuses to release the remaining hostages in Gaza as a part of a new ceasefire agreement before the end of U.S. President Donald Trump's visit to the Middle East. While Israel said that it was giving talks with Hamas a final chance, the IDF was already expanding its operations in Gaza. On May 8th, the military announced that it had struck over 150 targets in Gaza in the previous 72 hours, including tear cells and other infrastructure. The next day, May 9th, 2 more Israeli soldiers were killed and at least 6 others were wounded in 2 separate attacks in Rafah. Israel's insistence on an extended offensive in Gaza led to friction with the U.S., who on May 11th announced a one-on-one agreement with Hamas, securing the release of Israeli hostage soldier Idan Alexander, who holds American citizenship. With the release of Alexander on May 12th, the number of remaining hostages in the Strip was 58, including 23 who are believed to be alive. The IDF escalated on May 13th, launching a heavy wave of strikes on the European hospital in the city of Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. At least 16 people were killed. The military later said that it had hit an underground command center, with Hebrew media reporting that the target was Hamas's top military leader, Mohammed Sinwar, the brother of the group's late leader, Ahmed Sinwar. On May 14th, the number of Palestinians killed in the renewed Israeli offensive in Gaza had neared 2,800, with the total toll from the war approaching 53,000. The escalation in Gaza was met with escalation from the Houthis, who launched 3 ballistic missiles from Yemen between March 13th and 14th. The IDF said that all 3 missiles were intercepted. Still, flights to the country were disturbed. While Israel re-engaged in talks with Hamas through Qatar in recent days, the government of Benjamin Netanyahu is still apparently eyeing a decisive military victory that would grant it complete control over Gaza.